This thing's hitting the mark on the head for a lot of information that we need to know to go forward. It's one thing to hit paddles that are like arms, and some guys develop, gizmos like that. You see them all over, and some are better than others, but most of them been there, done it.
All right, so it didn't feel like hitting a bag full of rags. It felt like an actual opponent, something flesh-like, a human being. The real impact of hitting somebody was there.
I felt it on my knuckles, because when you're hitting the bag, it just feels like cushion. Right. This legit literally felt like the jawbone of somebody's face.
But it did feel like when I hit it, the sensory was there in my hands.
Before this, it was only guesstimating. Okay, now they're giving you precise answers. Well, you punched this hard while doing this, and the movement is the real thing, because nobody's going to stand there in front of you.
I think it'll like boost the confidence in a fighter or training, because you get to see how hard you're punching.
Opposed to a punching bag where I'm having to push myself, this machine is pushing me. It's pushing me the distance that I wouldn't usually go with a punching bag.
It's an instrument that you can use to increase your punching power, your accuracy, and with the mobility to it too. It gives you movement, and that's something that you don't have with a standing bag. Whether it's hanging or if it's standing up, you have no movement.
Because you got to catch it. The bag sits there. This guy's moving around.
The fact that it's getting me to move, and I missed a few shots, so I'm more agile. If I were to use it more, I could see myself gaining speed and agility.
It's not when you think it's going to move, you got to adapt to it.
Me being able to move around it is going to make me faster as a fighter.
It's not about getting set, it's about learning to move and pivot and turn your punches over on a dime and be able to be more effective.
The fact that it's tiring me within the first round is just telling me this is something that I really do need. Everybody who's in a sport knows that they need to test their limits, and that's what this does. It tests your limits. For somebody who's an amateur, who's not really sure how they're gonna go about sparring, this is the perfect thing to do before that.
One of the main things in boxing, you need confidence, you need, your head focused, and it'll get you there.
Boxing is benefiting from people that make things like this.
I'm glad that I'm boxing in this era because of the fact that we have this type of technology to advance ourselves.
Strikecoach is groundbreaking. This is the new frontier, I believe.